Every time someone tries to explain back-end development, they say things like REST APIs, microservices, server-side rendering, and you just nod along hoping it will make sense eventually. It never does. I'm an IT professor, and today I'm going to explain exactly how to get into backend from scratch. No assumptions. No jargon. Just the real stuff. Let's start with where to actually begin, because this is where most people waste months. You need to pick one language and go deep, not wide. The three that make the most sense for backend in 2026 are Python, JavaScript with Node.js, and Java with Spring Boot. Pick one based on where you want to work and do not switch. Once you have your language, the first concept you need to understand is how the web communicates. When your app needs data, it sends a request to a server. That request has a method. Get means fetch me something. Post means here is new data. Put means update something. Delete means, well, delete it. The tool that sits between your language and the web is called a framework. This is what actually handles incoming requests, so you are not building everything from scratch. In Python, you have Fast API, which is fast and modern, and Django, which gives you everything out of the box. In Node.js, you have Express, which is minimal and flexible. And in Java, Spring Boot, the heavyweight champion that big corporates use. Next thing you absolutely need to understand is databases. Your server holds no memory between requests, so everything that needs to persist lives in a database. There are two kinds you need to know. SQL databases like PostgreSQL store data in structured tables with strict rules. They are the industry standard. NoSQL databases like MongoDB store data as flexible documents, better for certain use cases, but not the default choice. Here is a distinction that trips up almost every beginner, and it is going to save you from a lot of confusion. Authentication and authorization are not the same thing. Authentication is proving who you are when you log in with your email and password, that is authentication. The server verifies your identity and gives you a token, usually a JWT. Authorization is what you are allowed to do once the server knows who you are. Your backend exposes its functionality through an API, which is just a set of defined endpoints other systems can call. REST is the most common pattern. It maps HTTP methods to actions on your data. But here is what most tutorials skip: your backend will almost never work in isolation. It will call other APIs constantly: payment processors, email services, authentication providers. Last thing, and this one matters more than people admit. You need to understand environment variables, error handling, and basic security from the start, not as an afterthought. Never hardcode passwords or API keys in your code. Use environment variables to store sensitive values. Always validate the data coming into your server before trusting it. Always handle errors explicitly so your app does not crash silently. So that is the fundamental knowledge you need for backend development without prior knowledge. Pick one language. Understand how the web communicates. Learn your framework. Master databases. Know the difference between authentication and authorization. Build APIs. And take security seriously from day one. I'm an IT professor, and I make videos like this every week. If this helped you, hit subscribe. Drop a comment: which language are you picking for backend? I'll see you in the next one.